Creativity, the endless possibility of the imaginative minds of human beings. Whew. Now that's a lot to unpack, but I'm a bit of a masochist and like to do difficult things, whether that's running an ultra marathon or waking up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym or just being a teacher in 2023. So today we're going to try and answer 3 questions that surround creativity. First, what is creativity? Good luck with that one. Second, why is creativity so important? And third, what are some strategies that you can use to help promote and support creativity in your children? Creativity could be an evocative dance, an ankle breaker in basketball, a mix match of lines on a canvas that create an image, among a million other things. Creativity is what happens when we break away from the idea of how things should be and start asking the question of how things could be. Without creativity, we'd still be living in the Stone Age. That is, if we'd be alive at all. We wouldn't have the wonders of technology, art, music, sports, and so much more. Creativity allows us to express ourselves in unique ways and is one of the best ways to bring authentic joy into our lives. With how important this skill is, let's look at 4 strategies that will help your child become more creative. Strategy number 1 is to encourage open-ended play. I hate chess. Mostly because I suck at chess. But game gotta recognize game, and that game, it's got a lot of game. What do I mean by that? I mean that chess is a really well-made game. The possibilities are endless. Yes, there's a goal, take the king. But how you get there is completely up to you. It's a game that truly inspires creative thinking. Play that allows for choice promotes creativity. Painting, storytelling, building, playing an instrument, exploring, and even sports can all be forms of open-ended play. Open-ended play allows for the focus to shift to the process instead of the product. The process is really where all the learning takes place, and the product is just a representation of the learning that took place. Strategy number 2 is to embrace the mess. Creativity often thrives in an environment where children feel free to experiment and make a mess. Life is like a yin-yang sign. Over here we have order, and that's where we find our plain Janes and our gingerbread cookie cutter men. And then over here we have chaos, and that's where all the fun is. And it's also where we are creative and messy, and we can't live life in one or the other at all times. We have to find a balance between the two. So we're going to venture out into the chaos, get a little messy, and express ourselves, and then we'll come back to the order to recharge and find some safety before hopping right back into that chaos, because that chaos is fun. I don't need to tell you twice. You look like someone who likes to have fun. John Wayne said it best. No, not that John Wayne. John Wayne, the rapper and producer, said it best when he wrote his metaphor for how we write the stories of our lives, and he said, "It's not my fault I didn't shove you in a copy. I had to write my own book. I did it sloppy." And that's a pretty good metaphor for how life is. Life is messy, especially one that is unique and an expression of one's true self. Messes will happen, and we can worry about that mess when it's time to clean up the mess. When being creative, focus on being in the moment and creating the best version of your self-expression. When you can embrace the mess, it'll make it much easier for your child to do the same. Encourage and be a guide for your child as they go through the muck of life, both physically and metaphorically, because the best things in life are not easily attainable. Strategy number 3 is to provide opportunities for your child to experience other people's creativity. Expose your child to a variety of different creative expressions. It could be different styles, different genres, different points of view. And don't be disappointed if your child doesn't like something that you really like. Instead, celebrate that they have their own thoughts and feelings, because they're entitled to their opinions just as much as you are of yours. By providing opportunities for your child to experience other people's creativity, you're helping to expand their thinking and their creativity. You're unlocking their mind to other perspectives and unique ideas. So engage your child in conversation about these things. Listen to their thoughts and feelings about these creative experiences and provide your own insight as well. Afterwards, you could even provide time to allow them to create something that was inspired by what they just experienced. Allowing children to see different ways to express creativity will help them learn how to take influence from other people to expand on their own creative thinking. Strategy number 4 is to be creative daily, and I saved this one for last because I didn't want you to click off the video on the first strategy. This one seems kind of daunting. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And I would argue that creativity doesn't have to be big. As I mentioned earlier, playing a game of chess is a creative endeavor. By providing daily opportunities for your child to be creative, you're showing them that self-expression and creativity are valuable parts of life. I had a professor in college who told me something that I will never forget. He said that we always make time for the things that are important to us. Time is the most important resource we have, and how we fill up that time is a reflection of the things that we find valuable. It's up to you to show your child that creativity is an important part of our lives by setting aside time for it. Creativity is a skill that is learned through practice. If you encourage open-ended play, embrace the mess, provide opportunities to experience other people's creativity, and set aside time daily to be creative, you will be helping your child to become curious problem solvers that use creativity as a key to unlock more of life. Let me know what you think about these strategies. Do you have any strategies that have helped promote creativity in your children? If so, leave them in the comments and let the community know. As always, feel free to reach out to me with any questions. You can either leave a comment or message me on one of my socials that are up on the screen. I love to hear from you, and I want to do what I can to help support you and your children. If you found this video helpful and enjoyable, make sure to like and subscribe, maybe even share it with some other people. My goal is to get this resource into the hands of as many parents as possible, and that's one of the best ways to do it. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Keep learning, keep growing. Bye. All right, we done.